My name's Conor Brown. I work for Tecnica and Blizzard. I'm based right here in Park City, Utah. Excited today to talk about some new products that we have. On the ski boot side of things, we have a new, what's called Free Mountain collection. So we have two different kind of categories in this collection. We have a big mountain category and what we like to call like a side country category. They both share the same external mold. This is our new 100mm lasted, what we call Demon mold. It's a mold that we share with our alpine ski boots. In the big mountain, to start with, we've got two models. This is the Bodacious, a 130 Flex. We use that same external mold, but we give it a different internal plug. So this ends up actually being internally a 98mm lasted ski boot. This is kind of a unique piece. It really doesn't exist out there from anybody. This is a very lightweight, big mountain ski boot that has interchangeable sole lugs. All right. We have rubber from this is the DIN sole that's on this one. It is fully interchangeable with a tech compatible rubber Rockert AT sole. The concept for this came up from some of our big mountain athletes that wanted the utmost in downhill performance. They wanted a super stiff, really tight-fitting downhill ski boot that they could put tech compatible toes and heels on, so they could get the lightweight, Dynafit type bindings for going uphill, but when they strapped it in to go downhill, they wanted the utmost performance and stiffness. The concept actually kind of came from Arnie Backstrom, who was one of our freeride athletes, unfortunately passed away touring in Peru this past summer. But he took a pair of his old race boots, routed the soles off of them, and put Dynafit tech compatible toes and heels on the bottom of them. And the concept kind of came from him. There are a lot of guys that were doing that in Chamonix, and they wanted a boot, like I said, that had the best downhill performance, but they could still use the light touring setup to go uphill when they wanted to. So we have two boots in this category, a 130 Flex and a 110 Flex. They come with DIN soles, but you can purchase the tech compatible soles separately to go on them. Super lightweight, injected in what we call Triax plastic. This is 4.7 pounds per boot in the Bodacious, so a relatively light, high-performance 130 Flex ski boot. Okay. Next, we have our side country category. We've got three boots in this category, a 120, a 110, and a 100 Flex. This is the Cochise that I'm holding now. This is a 120 Flex. Comes with the tech compatible toes and heels installed in the ski boot. This with a normal alpine liner in it is, I think, 4.9 pounds with the tech soles on it, so it's still a relatively light boot. Again, injected in Triax plastic. The biggest difference here, as compared to some of the other boots that are out there in this category, is we wanted to make a ski boot that has AT capabilities. Instead of making an AT boot, we wanted to make something that performs like a ski boot, that skis like a ski boot, but it does have cuff mobility mode and the ability to interchange the toes and heels. The cuff mobility mode is actually, it's pretty cool. It's really easy to use. Just pull up on the back there, click it forward, and it goes into mobility. Biggest difference here is there is a ton of mobility in these boots. With the Rockert sole, you can literally almost run in this ski boot. All right. Two, it's really easy to lock back in. Just push the lever back down, flex it forward, it's locked in. All right. When we install this piece on the ski boot, we don't eliminate any plastic in the lower. A lot of the companies, when they put the ski walk mode or mobility mode on the cuff, they have to eliminate a lot of material in the lower part of the boot. So the ski boots don't really flex. Everything has like an AT Flex designation. We don't eliminate anything from the lower in these boots. It is metal on metal contact between the upper and lower. So when you lock this in, this ski is like a normal 120 Flex. This is a 100mm last. Again, Big Mountain was 98. This is a 100mm last. This also has what's called a quick instep, which is a softer co-molded piece of plastic. So over the instep, which makes the boots really easy to get in and out of. Also, we have this really cool new upper cuff design. So this large third buckle up here, as well as a power strap with the buckle, which is something that's totally unique. We're the only company that's doing it. Really cool. Reef down on your power strap, get it nice and tight, and then you can get it even tighter by buckling it in. Two, when you do have it in mobility mode, you're going uphill. Most other boots, you can unbuckle them, but you're still stuck with the power strap kind of fastened at the top. Here, you can just undo the power strap, undo the top buckle. A lot more play, a lot more movement here in the upper cuff. A really cool, unique piece. One step down from it in a 110 flex is what's called the bushwhacker. So a 110 flex, a little bit less expensive, but something unique about this is it has our patented air shell technology, which is really cool. There is an air bladder inside of this ski boot between the shell and the liner that you can pump up. It goes around the heel and ankle and in the forefoot. So say, you got your skins on, you're going uphill, you're out in the backcountry, you want a little bit more comfort, you want a little bit more, kind of movement in the boot. You don't want to be locked down in the ski boot. But you suffer from, your downhill performance suffers when you get to the top because you do have all that extra volume in the ski boot. Here, we can take up that volume. So there's like I said, an air bladder in here. There's the one pump up here, one release valve here, all right? It takes about 20 pumps to max the system out, but it takes this boot from a normal 100 millimeter last down to a 98, if not smaller, all right? You can take up a lot of volume with this, really hold your heel and ankle down, really secure it down in the ski boot. And it's something that's cool, it's unique. We brought it out in our Alpine boots last year, and we thought that it really applied to this category, especially, I feel like a lot of the boots out there, they sacrifice downhill performance to make them comfortable to go uphill. Here we have both. You can make them really nice and comfortable, going uphill when you're trekking, when you have your skins on, but when you do want to go downhill and, have the ski boot perform, you can get a really nice, tight fit.